Hello, welcome to Distributed Information System Software Development section. This is a coursework I developed in 2012 during my studies. I did computing in school, and this was part of my module, and I did a coursework on Distributed Information System. This application is centered on a retail system for a pharmaceutical company. This can be used by various branches or shops, as you would call it. So let's say you are both in London, Manchester, and anywhere. You definitely be able to use this software and link all your data together. So each individual that use this system will be able to get access to different sections of the system. If you look on here, if you look on the Solution Explorer, you see I've given it a name. I just call it Hiram's Chemist. It's a 3 projects. This shows you this 3 tier. As you can see, it's properly laid out. There's the application layer, there's the middle layer, and there's the data layer. The purpose of this presentation is not to teach you what all this thing means, but is to teach you or to show you around how this application itself works. So I will just log in right now, and let's get started. But before we log in, obviously this is Visual Studio. We cannot just log in into our application in Visual Studio just like this. We need to run the application. So obviously you must be familiar with the start button on every Visual Studio application out there. This is Visual Studio 2010. So hit the play button for us to log in our application. As you can see, our server is running behind, making sure that our application is working fine and no problem during startup. So I'll log in with a dummy username. I think this is the only one I remember, but I'll show you the backend database to show you some demonstration as the presentation goes on. So hit login button and the system opens. I've actually made a slight modification to the interface, to the design, because I want to add some other functionalities or features, as you may call it, but I've not even had time because I've got lots of application I'm working on. So this probably is where I can actually get it to for now. Obviously, it's not for a company or an organization, so yeah, I'll just leave it simple for now. Firstly, I've developed this application. We can see we have the menu bar, which we have file, setup, order, payment, invoice, reports, and help menu. Well, in Visual Studio, you can add as many menus as you are. Like I said, the purpose of this presentation is not to show you how to develop this application. It's to show you how the application works. So I'll get started now. First of all, let's assume you want to exit this application. Well, it would be a bad design practice to just allow the user to click on the close button and let the application close. But I've provided a more user-friendly way. So as you will have it in, let's say, Microsoft Word, Access, or any other application out there, you hit on the file and you see a menu item. It can be called close or exit. I've decided to name mine exit application. So if I hit on exit application, it shows a display. If I hit on yes, this application will definitely close. I don't want to hit on yes because I will have to log in again. So I will click on it. But for the sake of those who might be doubting that this application might not really work, just display a message box button that is not working. So I'll hit on yes, it closes. That's it. So I'll go back to Visual Studio, restart this application again, login, and then it opens again. Fine. So we know that this menu item exit application is working. I've also put it here as well on the button in case you don't want to just be looking around for menu, because once this application is fully developed, obviously there will be other menu items here. So I've provided a button as well which you can hit from the startup screen. So first of all, I will just show you around. I've got a customer form. There's a customer form, a simple customer form. You can add all the fields as per your requirements. Like I said, this is a coursework for academic purpose only, so it's not for a real client. It's just for a coursework, so I can pass my coursework anyway. So yeah, so I just kept it simple. Where I've provided 4 buttons here. These buttons actually, what it does is it clears the old screen and allows me to enter new information. So I can enter another information to save into the database, and then that is fine. I would not want to enter the data now because I don't know which data are in the table. But if I go onto the database, let me open the database table out. Let me go onto the user table that I've created. I just want to show you that form actually works. I've got lots of information. Where am I going to start? Okay, 20. I'll just leave it for now. This updates a record, so I'll probably show an update record. Let's do an update of a record. Alright, customer ID for last name, no last name. So let me put last name as Dido, and let me change the first name as Benson. So if I hit and save, you see I've put a field validation which says no form fields can be empty. Please enter all fields form, meaning I need to enter a phone number. So I just need to enter any phone number, just a dummy number now. So if I hit and save, if I hit and update, this data it's updated. So I'll continue right now, and I'll log in again. Into this application, I'll log in again, and I just want to show you this order table. This probably got me the most score because I had to develop this application in as if it's a real checkout scanning system. Also, if you go to a shop or a supermarket and you scan your product, obviously I didn't have a scanner. It's a coursework, not a project, so I can obviously afford to buy a barcode reader. So I just have to make use of a other mechanism. So what I did was to, if I enter, let's say I enter a product code of 1. I'm just guessing if I have this number here, and I say go. Alright, yes, I've got neuro 10. Fine. You can see the system prop has laid down everything for me. I've got the item ID, I've got the item name, I've got the item price, I've got the item discount, I've got the quantity order, I've got the stock item, and here I've got subtotal, I've got a VAT, I've got a total. Now, let me add another product, 2, and hit enter this time. It says no record found. That means no product exists. So if I hit on, let's say 3, well, we've got 3. Caution. Alright, now everything is properly laid out and our calculations is working properly here for us, so we can obviously say, so let me hit on number 4. Well, we have other means. Let me hit on 6 and see. Well, we have paracetamol. I don't know, I've got lots of test product data on these in this application. So yeah, I've also add a slide button here for you to remove an item. So if I want to remove an item here, I can just remove it. It removes it. So I'll put it back. Caution, yeah. Also on this form, I've got a store ID. This can never be changed. I've got a store location. This can never be changed. This information is filled in automatically as soon as the user logs in. So the user logs in and we can track and check which store that user is logging into the system from and where is the store location and the user ID. And then automatically we generate an order number for it. So the customer can obviously proceed with selling the product. I have some buttons here. New customer. I can't remember what I did this for, but let me just hit the button now and see what happened. Okay, new customer meaning it will just only clear everything up. Obviously, once the user have finished the first order of the first customer in line. So if you go to the supermarket, and you buy your product, the next person in line we have to console the checkout staff. We have to click on next customer or new customer. Item by description. I didn't actually do anything on that for now. Like I told you, this is not time for debugging errors, so sorry for any mix-up. I just want to show you how the application works. Item discount. Yeah, well, it's not working as well because it's something that we need to look at a later presentation. So I'll just look at what I'm 100% sure I won't really encounter any problem to show you. So let's get started adding our products. We have 2, record now found, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6. So now let's assume your total due amount is £50 and some pence. Well, I can actually reduce this to 2 decimal places, so it will be £50, 60 pence or 59 pence. So let's assume the user gave you £60, for example. Automatically the system also calculates the change for us. Obviously you want to know how much change you give your customer back. You don't want to give them wrong information. And I've also provided if you can pay by card, you just need to enter the card information and everything, calculate it. If you need shipper, whatever the type of card you need, shipper, your card number, security code name. This is not an automated system yet, so the card will not be debited automatically. The reason why this form is created is to demonstrate the process of the card payment system. Obviously, if you want to pay by cash, you don't need cash. You just need to tender everything and just pay by cash, because it calculates your shipping fees. It tells you the amount you want to pay, amount you tender by cash. So let's say you tender £60, it gives you change. Let's say you tender £80, it gives you your change. So that's what we actually want to know, and it shows you your payment date as well. So the payment date is your current date of the computer. So if your computer date is wrong, obviously this date will be wrong. Also, I can exit this application. So I'll just exit this application and say, yeah. I think what I did, I can look up item. If I say one, let me see if this button still works. Yeah. The item number for this product is 6. So I can look up item number. So if somebody brings up a product for you to scan and there is no item number or a barcode, you can always look up with let's say the item name or the item number. You can cancel transaction. I think you can check stock level. So if I put 1 and say check stock level, it tells me stock level. If I put 1 again and check item by description, it shows me item by description. This fare for this item is flu medicine. So you want to know what you're selling for your customer. So that's pretty much it. And I've shown you the remove item, and the payment by cash and card, and you can also have payment by cash and card. So you pay by cash and you pay by card. Obviously, we'll have to take this information to your bank to get your payment credited to your account. This is not an automated system yet. So I'll close this form. Another thing I want to show you is an invoice generation. So if I say invoice 1 and I say search invoice, there's no invoice can be found, and I say 2, no invoice can be found. I say 3, no invoice can be found. I say 20, no invoice can be found. Instead of searching, let me look at the database table and see if I've got an invoice. So I will not just be stressing myself. Alright, 60. Alright, let's try 60 now. If I come back and say I try 60, invoice number 60. Why is it ending? The system is pretty slow. My system is really full of so many applications I've been working on. I really need to remove some things I don't need. Anyway, we'll just forget about that now. If that's not worked out, let me just show you the report aspect of this application now. We try with the item number of 60 to see invoice for item number 60, invoice number 60 rather. So if I put, because I have to check from the database table to check which invoice exists. So we try 60, 61, 62 or 63. So let's go back to our application. So if I put 60 and I click on this, I have developed this report for the crystal reporting style. So it looks more neat and nice and tidy. So you can actually see from this invoice, there's a dominant. This name does not exist. Possibly, I don't even think this road exists as well. So don't go looking for this company anywhere, you will find it. So This invoice shows us the order number, which is 11, the amount by cash, the person paid, amount by card, amount due, shipping fee, and taxes. And it shows us the item number, the item name, item price, discount, and quantity, and the date. So if I try another one and say 61, it shows different order, and you can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 items on this invoice. So this is like a receipt for your customer. So I'll just look at the last one, 66. 66. Yeah, 66 invoice is this. So we have this, and it pulls all this information out from your database, so you know every information is correct and cannot be edited but can only be printed out. This is a crystal report view. So I'll exit this. Now let me go to reports. Yeah, I probably give all these links because obviously you want to run a daily report, order by store, or payment, or discount, or monthly order by month. Everything will show you what's we based on the query you set. But I just want to remember which application, which reports I actually run to test this application for myself when I was doing the presentation for the CourseWork. So let me think. I think I did something about all stop by stop. Let me start from the beginning. All orders. Yeah, I think I said all orders. Yeah, table order could not be found. Yeah. So I didn't do anything about that. Yeah, I think I did something about all order by store. So yeah, I think yeah. So this shows the drop down. So as a regional manager, for example, or as a state manager, you can select order by store and show the. So if if you are the national manager, you can always have the ability to see these fonts, and then you can see order by store from London. Click OK. Could not be found. No orders in London is found. Let's check from Liverpool. No order could not be found. Let's check Kent. No order could not be found. Let's check Coventry. I hope something will come up. Nothing comes up. So order by store. So let's see all order. Or let's see all monthly order, all payments, all store, card payment. Let me quickly go to my database and see order stable. Alright, let me see order stable. Store ID is 1. Where is the store? That's Liverpool. Order. Okay, I didn't really check any order, so let me look at order by store. I should order by store. Let me go back to my application, order by store ID. All daily order by store. Let me see. All daily order by store. Something should show. This is probably looking for today's date. That's why this is not showing. So let me just change one of these order dates to today's date. You can see I did this thing in 2012 April. So obviously it's getting to 1 year now. and I won't be able to remember all the data I included for tests. So I'll change this one to, I said 2013. Wow, December 2013 is almost gone. So December 2013, let me put it to 30th. I'll say save it. Yeah, I've saved this. So store ID number 1. We think store ID number 1 is London. Liverpool. Kent. Coventry. Let me check why this is not working again from the database table. That's it. 12, 2000. Sure. Alright, my mistake. I'm actually updating the wrong database. That's why it's not getting it. So I would need to open the right database so I know which table to actually update. I have this table. I should be updating the information from this database. I should be updating information from here to make the test. Sorry for the delay. So I'll just open this up. My Microsoft Access is having problem loading properly. It works on my second computer, but on this one, I don't know. I've tried to change all the settings from the host file, and it's still the same thing. So, provided it works for me, I just kept it like that. So I'm not really bothered about it. So that's fine. So minimize this stuff. Anyway, I'll just show you around. So I've done a lot of forms here. We've got a lot of forms, and I've got just a few reports. Yeah, I did daily reports, daily report by store, invoice generator, jobs, weekly order. So I just only have 4 reports that I did for the sake of this coursework. I just did a little presentation. I didn't do all the entire reports from the application itself. If I log in, I'll show you what I mean. So these reports, many I basically, for test purposes. So I'm gonna definitely write about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, about 19 queries to populate all this form. The requirement for the coursework was not to write 19 queries. The requirement is to make sure this application works and we can test some queries for this supervisor to see. So I'll probably just did only few. So let's wait for our Access application to load up, and then we can continue with the test application. So I'll pause. Alright, welcome back to the presentation. I will just enable this content. That's just to show us if the database comes from a trustworthy content. I developed the database, so I know it's trustworthy. So let me go to the orders table and make some changes. It was bringing out error because this date is not today's date at all. So don't expect to find that link to work. It will never work because it's not today's date. So I'll probably just change some couple of few ones to today's dates, and let's see order by store today's dates. Let me put this one as well because it's a different store ID. So let me set up UC. Now let's go back to our application. If I go to all order by store and I go to London, it needs to take time. Crystal report always it's slow. So I just show the reports. Also it gives us the order number, the order IDs. You can see it here, 14, 15, 11. Yep. It gives us the total amount, the shipper name, shipper fee, taxes, order dates, name, last name, and store. This name just shows the staff member, so you probably know the staff who took a particular order and from the location. So I will close this and go to another one. I think I chose 3, which is Kent. Yeah. So we have one here. These are dummy name. Don't expect to even find somebody that answered this name. I don't even know. I just put a random number, a random letter there. So we have store location for candidates to walk in. So we have the report by store walking. So exit. All orders. Let me see if this will work. Yeah, this probably works. All order because it's for today's date. So all orders for today's date. Okay. This is for today's date. So we have all the orders for today's date. Like I said, this can be reformatted. You can style it properly to make sure it comes out clean and neat. This is a tutorial. This is a coursework. It is not a customer work. Nobody paid me to do this. I paid the university to go to school, get my degree, to develop this, to get a score, and also to get a good qualification at the end of the day. So let me try as well again. All weekly orders. Alright, okay, let me see if it works. Alright, yeah, it works. Okay, now let me try and see if I put it to 2012. I think I did something from 4th 2012. So let's see. April. Alright, and let's submit. Wow, it brings every order from our order table, irrespective of the dates. It brings everything out, so you can see the order date clearly written here. This is last year, this is this year, ending this last year, so we know this is working as well. Let me go to Kent. I might probably find one here. No. Alright. Oh, I've not had the exit code on that. It's just a little code made of close. That's on vb.net, but it's written in C#, so I'll probably write this dot close. I just want to find out if we have any other also. I don't think I did something on that, so link's not working. All orders, no, I've not done anything. All monthly order, all payments, no. So that is all for now. Like I said, we just need to write a lot of queries to make sure that all this menu item works. Other thing of make sure that this thing works well is to have a user interface that is nice for user to see. So from here reporting, I've actually put it like a dashboard. So instead of a user going here and looking for it, you can as well just come here and just press your button. Actually, I've not added anything to it, so the buttons are not working, so don't expect it to work. It's a CourseWork. What again have I done on this system that I can remember? I think one of the proudest thing that I really achieved that is really cool in this application is this product order form. Very cool and efficient. I really love it. I will probably show you an example. If you log in as an administrator, what is going to happen. We are now going to see this form. We're going to see another form where you can do your setup and everything. So I will log out, go back to the application. Let me restart it from here. Oh, sorry. All right, let me look at the administrator from the table so I know what I'm logging in with. Oh, I'm with an administrator, user 18. Yeah. So let me log in with user 18. Now you see, you don't see all the pages with the menu and everything. You only see an administrator page. This administrator page is for administrators. So this is where you can add user to the system. This is where you can add user category, the job category, user category. This is where you can, use a password and change login and update and view user details, you got login details. You can also add a store. You can add shipper, you can, generate report from here, basically this is where an administrator works. So you can exit. I'll also show you another form of login, which I probably do. Let me look at the job ID to know. Okay, so if I log in as a sales staff, I will only be able to see some few information. I won't be able to see every link. All links will not be working. I think that is the idea of this system. So if I log in with user ID 1, let me try that. Let's see how it works. You can see this is 2012. I probably forgotten most of the data I used. So let me try 4 and let me see what's going to happen. Yeah, alright. We log in as ID number 4. ID number 4 is this with job ID 3, which is Internet Manager. So the Internet Manager just only have 3 menus. So all other menus are hidden. They are not disabled, they are hidden. In C# you can either disable them or make them hidden. But it will look better to make it hidden than disabling them. So you can see this person can only check stock item. It can't take orders. It can't process any order. So all these buttons are disabled. It cannot take anything. It can only exit the application, run reports, and that's it. You can't do anything. You can't, you don't expect a national manager to take orders, in a big company. So that is just to show you that this user is a multi-user system. And let me know what you think about this application and how this application can be improved and what this application will actually do if it was to be used in a real life scenario, meaning in a real life shop. So I'll just exit now and thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and we'll see you again. Thank you.